All right. So what is 1 million cups? First off, actually, how many of you this is your first time? Welcome.
Right.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Bring a friend next week. All right, so come on back. We want to build this audience. We want to hear from you as well. So what is 1 million cups? It is the entrepreneurial community that is caffeinating the nation, 1 cup of coffee at a time. And today we have a different type of creamer than we normally have, so I apologize for that. Here in Columbia, we've been doing it for over 8 years. We've had over 500 entrepreneurs up here on this stage present their journey, their business, and we want to hear from you as well. We have a couple of different types of sessions. Today is our normal session where we hear from an entrepreneur, but we also have education sessions. We also have Made It sessions. All right, so like I said, we want you to be up here on this stage. So this stage is typically for a startup, someone that's 0 to 5 years. I say 0 because you might not even have your business or your entrepreneurial journey started yet. You're just in that first phase of, hey, this is what I think I want to do. And maybe you've done a little bit of market research and you have an idea and you want to share that with us, and we can actually help you ideate as well. So this is a space that's safe. We want to help you. We want to help you grow. We may ask tough questions. Don't feel attacked if that does happen. We're just trying to help you think, okay? So, if you would like to present, please go to 1millioncups.com/present. And whenever it chooses your community, make sure you choose Columbia, South Carolina, not Columbia, Maryland. So, if you're building something, you're thinking of something, you are in the right space. This morning, we have Jasmin Funn. She is from Selah Counseling and Consulting. And we would love to hear from you this morning. We can't wait to hear you. Come on up.
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Thank you so much for coming out and supporting me with my presentation this morning. So a little about Selah. I'll let the presentation start. So the name of my business is Selah Counseling and Consulting. So it is a private mental health practice that is dedicated for women. So this is a little bit about my agenda for the presentation today. So I wanted to kind of just share a little bit about my vision, what's my why, like what got me into creating Selah, how I envision my growth hopefully over the next few years, and then, opportunity for you as my community to support me, what I'm looking for. So a little bit about me. My name is Jasmin Funn, originally from Columbia, South Carolina. I graduated from USC, go Gamecocks, and I got my master's from Walden University. So my Bachelor of Arts degree is in experimental psychology with a minor in counselor education. And my master's is in marriage, family, and couple counseling. So I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I've been in mental health for about 6 years now. What really led me to start my business was I worked in so many different sectors of mental health, and as of lately, I worked in behavioral health management. And in that experience, a lot of my job was helping build a business as far as like referrals and funding, finances, operations, employees. So everything about leadership in the behavioral health management side is what I was responsible for. So I took a step back and I kind of looked at my journey and felt a lot of times that I felt very unappreciated. And I said, I spend my time so much investing in others' businesses that why am I not doing this for myself? And I felt a need for what I was passionate about, and I'll share more about that as I continue. But just really reflecting on what I saw for myself, and it said to me, I just thought, I have to take a leap of faith and just move forward with it. So when I created Selah, my goal was to really create a space for women to feel seen and heard. When I talk about what I'm passionate about and what I feel like my life's work is to help other women feel like they can live a life where they can thrive and feel fulfilled in the life that they live. So a little bit about my vision. Selah was created to empower women to really reclaim their strength, embrace their uniqueness, and thrive in every aspect of their lives. If you ever hear me talk about my business, my motto is that I want women to feel seen, heard, and valued. As I think about myself, like I was saying, I feel like there's been spaces where I didn't receive that. I feel like I kept meeting so many women that also didn't feel that way, that they were being seen or valued in so many different spaces in their lives. When I started my career, I worked with kids, and then I worked with teens, I worked with families, I worked with adults, I worked with couples, families, also those that were incarcerated getting out of prison and re-entering back into society. And there are some times where I did some private practice work at another private practice. And I have been so used to working with teens, but at one point I got so many women on my caseload. And I was like, wow, it's like I keep hearing the same story over and over and again. And when I came up with the name Selah, I really wanted, so Selah is translated to mean pause and reflect. And so I felt like that's what I want to cultivate. Like I want that space to feel like women can pause and reflect, think about their experience, what they're going through, and to feel like, you know, when I see Jasmine and I come to Selah, I feel like I can be my true authentic self. And when I was at the other private practice, I had a caseload of so many different people, but I said, you know, I want to branch off from this and just see women. Like, this is what I want to do. So you'll see a little bit more about what my mission is: respect, care, collaboration, and transparency. When I have clients, one of the first things I tell them is that, you know, you're the expert in your life. You're driving this car, and I'm in the passenger seat helping you get to where you want to be. So that's a little bit about my vision and what led me to want to create Selah, and why I just focus on women. As you'll see in the first bullet, I really wanted it to feel like a haven, a safe haven for women. I always say that my ideal client is the superwoman in her life. She's wearing many hats, wearing many roles. Sometimes she's a mom, she's a spouse, she's a teacher, she's a nurse, she's a friend, a daughter, granddaughter, but sometimes she's not making enough time for herself. So I really like to help women, you know, truly figure it out who they are, who they identify as outside of all of those other roles. And then also just more of a personal relation to why I wanted to focus on women. So as of recently, within the last couple of years, statistics show that there's been an influx of African American women dying by suicide. This actually impacted me personally. Somebody that I went to school with took their life a few years ago. And while all of my clients are not just African American women, I see that those are most of my clients. And for a very long time, mental health in the African American community has been kind of taboo, but now as we've reduced the stigma, we continue conversations, sort of like what we're doing today. It's also Mental Health Awareness Month. So I like to, you know, be that representation as people are, well, as African Americans are looking more into mental health, because sometimes, typically, like going back to statistics, African Americans typically look for people that look like them, providers that look like them. So I want to be that representation to feel like, you know, when I do explore therapy, that I feel seen and I feel heard in my journey. So my growth, right now I'm currently licensed in South Carolina, but I am applying for North Carolina licensure as well. So I would like to be dually licensed in North Carolina and South Carolina. I will also like to become certified as a holistic health practitioner. Very big on wellness, so I would like to incorporate some more wellness opportunities within mental health. So not just providing therapy, but that might look like providing supplements or just other consultations where we can maybe explore their well-being in a bigger atmosphere. Would also like to hire a virtual assistant. I do not believe in doing it all by myself. And providing internship opportunities to others that are interested in mental health, but also to just build infrastructure to be able to reach more clients. I would like to get contracts and grants to help provide pro bono services to women that don't have access to mental health. Reality is that mental health is still a luxury. So, you know, there is not always the accessibility or the affordability of mental health. So this is a little bit about my marketing plan. I plan to market more with OBGYNs, family practices, also in just the beauty industry. I feel like sometimes people will say like their hairstylist is their therapist. So I'm hoping that I can take that role from them. And then also employers with predominantly women employees. I would love to provide mental health trainings, and if that's a way just to advertise services, to just share more about what I do. I'm also on a few mental health directories like Psychology Today, Therapy for Black Girls, and of course the best marketing there is word of mouth. And then this is just my opportunity to, share what I'm doing with my community as well, to bring you all into my world. If you have any resources, mentorship opportunities, or advice, I'm open to that. And that was my presentation.